DC is the most heavily policed city in the country.
Lies. They literally just dropped their police force 2-3 years ago by a lot, and now they're understaffed. It seems like there's a lot of people that's protesting in DC. Let's go ahead and check it out, see what's up. Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is a channel where we find the truth, seek understanding, and be the light. So apparently, so it seems, there's a protest in DC today. This video was live streamed by Roland S. Martin. If you guys don't know him, you can check out his channel and all that stuff. He's pretty, I want to say left leaning, but a lot of times he claims that he's not a Democrat. So I don't know. But this is, again, to get a better understanding of everybody, people that are actually there, and just to see exactly what's going on and how people are feeling. And there's a group of people, like it's a whole thing. There's a whole bunch of people. I will show you. Let's go ahead and get a quick look at the people there. So as you guys can see, there's quite a bit of people that's marching. I want to say like thousands of people, maybe, I don't know, maybe 100, 200, 300, something like that. But it's a group of people that's marching, and it's supposed to be an anti-Trump protest in Washington, D.C. So this video, we're just going to sit. I've already watched the whole thing. So this is me right now, is post me watching the video. There's going to be some cuts here and there, but I just want to get to the points of the speakers and what they have to say. There's going to be some commentaries. So as usual, if you guys just want to see the whole video for yourself, the link is going to be in the description. But let's just go ahead and get right into it and just try to see exactly what these people are saying that apparently live in DC. So let's check it out.
My name is Lydia Walter Rodriguez, and I am the Chief of Organizing and Leadership with CASA. I am a proud immigrant from Panama. And for all of my brothers and sisters from Panama who know very well the pain and the bruises and the scars that militarized occupation have left in our people. The bombs that dropped days before Christmas, killing thousands of Panamanians, and the illegal invasion of the U.S. to Panama in 1989. This is a scar that my family lives with. Esta es una cicatriz que mi familia vive. Y todas nuestras familias en Centro Suramérica, mientras todos los cuerpos de los desaparecidos no pueden ser contados. All of our families in Central and South America who are still mourning the deaths of the toll that can't even be counted. We are here today to say no more to militarized occupation. Estamos aquí para decir no más. Estamos aquí con miles de nuestras familias inmigrantes y comunidad trabajadora. We are here with thousands of our community who is working class, who is immigrant, who lives right here in DC and is marching today, knowing that just last week, their families were ripped away from them and deported. Shame! Shame! Esta lucha de DC, hemos escuchado amenazas para Baltimore, para Chicago, para todas nuestras comunidades negras y latinas. We have heard this threat of occupation here in DC, expanding to Baltimore, expanding to Chicago. But we are going to rise up together and not be silenced, because our stories and our struggles is how we resist and fight forward.
So what are we talking about? Are we talking about TPS? Are Panamanians on TPS? Because I don't recall them being on that list. Those Nicaragua, Venezuela, and Haitians, and then some people from Ukraine. If I'm correct, I don't recall them being Panamanians. So just going off of assumptions, which I'm not going to hold true because I don't know the full facts, everybody that was deported, the heavy deportation that happened last week, was again illegal immigrants, illegal migrants that crossed the border and came into America. If you're illegal, you are a criminal. You are not abiding by the law. It's just as bad as if you got caught with a felony charge and you were supposed to go to court and you didn't go to court. They put a warrant out for your arrest. Same thing here. If you came in through the gates and you were supposed to have a court because you were claiming asylum and you didn't go to court and you're just here in America, they're going to have a warrant out for your arrest and deportation because you weren't supposed to be here in the first place, but you came here illegally. So again, I get it. Families being taken, but you're not following the country's rules. You're trying to finesse the country's rules. People that are in America that try to finesse the country's rules go to jail. If you try to finesse the country's rules and you're not even a citizen here, you go back to where you, let's keep going.
We can see that the people are united and rose up today in DC. And my ask to all of you that this does not stop. We continue to do the grassroots work here in DC and throughout the country and continue to resist.
Okay, interesting.
I want to also call on our co-MC. I want to call on Sam Epps, who is the president of the Metro Washington.
I am here on behalf of our labor movement because we know this administration's agenda of destruction, including those that are coming after workers and our jobs.
Who's coming after workers and their job? You know what? All right. It's kind of hard for me to have sympathy for the situation. The fact that we're fighting for this. Yes, these are people and yes, these are human beings. But if we don't uphold the laws that we have, which there's actually a video that I'm going to be doing soon as well. Quick spoiler, turns out that the judges are blocking Trump's order trying to remove the TPS for Venezuelans and Haitians. So I guess that means that they're still able to stay here. There's no like end date, or at least not of yet. At least from what Trump, the administration is trying to do. So it seems like the judges are blocking Trump's orders to end the TPS for Venezuelans and the Haitians. So, as I've been saying before, we just got to let the justice system do what it does. And the justice system is doing exactly what they need to do. So, seeing how they allow for Trump to do this, because he has the right to do this, it is what it is. But again, if these people that you're referring to are not citizens, have no type of citizenship here, not even a TPS, no documentation, let's keep going.
This administration has fired thousands of people in our region.
Yes.
This administration.
Yes. I've heard firsthand from somebody that does contract work with the federal government, and I've seen all the many of people that were just getting paid to do almost practically nothing. That was just chilling, getting paid good money just to chill. I don't know about you, but if I'm over here busting my butt, I don't think, especially with government jobs, you should just be chilling. You're supposed to be serving the people, doing something with the people. But that's my opinion. You guys let me know what y'all think in the comment section below.
Is known and is doing union busting. And now this administration is arresting people, working people, who are simply on their way to work and on their way to job. Is this safety? Is this safety? Is this safety? No! We'll turn it back over to Lydia.
Oh, okay. All right, this should be interesting.
Freedom loves me, this I know. Because my ancestors made it
Jesus
so.
loves me.
Fight together, we are strong. With people power, you belong.
Okay, so what point of our freedom is being taken with having the police? You know what? Actually, let me continue this. I hate giving spoilers of the videos I'm about to do, but I'm just gonna give some information at the end of this to show you what's been done with the troops going into DC. Let's just keep going and continue to hear them out.
Yes, freedom loves me. Yes, freedom loves me. Yes, freedom loves me. 'Cause my ancestors made it so.
Yeah. Freedom loves me. Freedom loves us. As they stated, my name
Honest,
is Nene
what
Teller.
freedom do we
I'm a
not
DC native, born and raised in Southeast
right
Washington,
now?
D.C.
Como las personas dicen, soy Nini y soy nacida aquí mismito en Washington, D.C.
Ward 8, Ward 7, Southeast.
En el suroeste, aquí mismito de
Southside,
D.C.
outside.
Todo el mundo del suroeste.
Black people, I need to take this time and talk to you, my sisters, my brothers, my nieces, my nephews, my cousins.
Mi comunidad negra, quiero tomar el tiempo para hablar con ustedes. Mis sobrinas, mis hermanos, mis hermanas, mi familia.
Remember who you are.
Recuerda quién es.
They want to bury us.
Ellos quieren enterrarnos.
Yet they keep forgetting that we are seeds of our ancestors.
Pero se les olvida que nosotros somos semillas de nuestros ancestros.
We are the roots and foundation of DC.
Nosotros somos la raíz de DC.
We built this city brick by brick, block by block, blood, sweat, and tears. From Anacostia to Shaw, from Bury Farms to U Street. It's our labor, our brilliance, our black bodies that make Chocolate City.
That's right. Es nuestra labor, nuestros cuerpos que construyó nuestra ciudad negra.
From fish fries to chicken wings with mamba sauce to the go-go swing.
Desde la comida, la cultura y hasta la música.
Without the DC culture, it doesn't mean a thing.
Si no tienen la cultura, DC no significa nada.
From the south to the east to the north to the west.
Desde el suroeste, del norte, del este,
we built this.
Nosotros construimos esta ciudad. Nosotros somos esto.
DC is not DC without us.
DC no es DC sin nosotros.
I need you to remember who you are.
Necesito que recuerdes quién eres.
It's heartbreaking to witness the same black people who built DC
destroy
Me duele
DC.
el corazón ver las caras negras que construyeron esta misma ciudad
are once again under attack.
que ahorita mismo están debajo de ataque.
Wait. So which part of black people are under attack again? Because I personally, and again, this is me. This is somebody that's been stopped by cops in the past because I would catch myself in situations that in hindsight probably shouldn't have been in. Now, was I doing anything wrong? No, but because of where I was and the time that I was there, it became suspicious. So it's not like they put me in handcuffs. It was just asking me what was going on because I looked suspicious. If the black people are the ones that made up DC, why is it that there's so much crime going on in DC by black people? You say we are the ones that raised DC up, but it seems like we the ones that's also bringing DC down, making DC unsafe. I don't know. Again, I'm going to put up the statistics that we got later on. Okay.
Yeah, it's in our DNA from 400 years ago to fight back.
That's right. Pero existe nuestro DNA de más de 400 años atrás para luchar.
For 3 weeks, DC has been under a militarized occupation.
Por 3 semanas, DC ha estado en
And apparently they've done a lot. They've done a lot in the 3 weeks. But let's keep going.
ocupación militarizada.
Let's be clear.
Vamos a ser bien sinceros.
DC did not ask for this.
DC no preguntó por esto.
You're right.
And this does not keep
They didn't because they weren't doing anything. They just cared. They just didn't mind the people that were constantly dying a week. They were okay with people dying a week. It seems like. I don't know. I mean, again, I don't live in DC. I'm just looking at the facts. I'm just looking at the stats and all that stuff. And the news information, literally when they're saying that there were 6 people that died within DC within a week, that's a problem. That were killed in a week, that's a problem. And I literally done a video not too long ago of showing last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when DC was crying for help because of crime. And you're telling me that we're good now? Let's keep going.
keep us safe.
Y esto no nos hace seguros.
Housing, jobs, healthcare keep us safe.
That's right.
Okay, I need to think about that. Housing, jobs, and healthcare keep us safe. Housing for who? Because last time I checked, all these people had somewhere to live, or else they would have been homeless. So I don't see how housing is a problem, unless she's talking about the cost of housing. But again, you give a certain group of people more money, that doesn't mean they're going to be resourceful with it. That doesn't mean they're going to be good stewards with it. That just means they're going to spend it elsewhere. So there's that. Jobs. Look, if black people are the one that's doing most of the crime, because it's the majority black population in certain areas, and they're mostly the ones that's doing the crime, I don't think providing them with work to do is going to make a difference. Now, if we have a program where we can try and incentivize them to work and to change their ways, yes, but because of the black culture, that's not going to run through the minds of some of these cats, some of these young cats, especially the young cats, especially nowadays, how they're running rampart and just everywhere and do whatever the heck that they want. Going to work is not the move for them. So they're going to commit crimes to get what they want. And the healthcare is going to make DC safe. I don't know. Let's keep going. Y'all, if I'm wrong and there's something that I'm missing here, please comment below, because I don't live in DC. I'm just going off of what I see, and I'm going off of how I would feel if I was in that situation. If I, who I am now, is living in DC, how would I feel with federal troops walking down the street and federal troops are there? I personally would be just fine with it. If I was hearing gunshots every now and then, I would not be okay with that. But if the troops suddenly came out of nowhere and then there's quiet, there's no gunshots anymore, I don't understand who would be upset. How could you be upset with that? I don't get it. But for me, who's somebody who just doesn't do anything at all, because I'm just a plain individual and I don't do anything. I don't shoot dice in the corner. I don't sit here and smoke marijuana. I don't know if marijuana is legal in DC. Maybe it is. I don't sit here and get myself involved in gang activity. I don't sit here and shoplift. I don't go and steal from all these stores. I don't sit here and go to carjackings or try to stick people up. I don't do none of these things. So when the cops roll around, I'm not worried. I ain't got nothing to worry about. So for these individuals who look like they're general, just regular, everyday individuals, what is it that they're worrying about? I don't know. Again, let me know. Let me know, please.
Care, not cops.
That's right. Oportunidades.
They had care. And it seems like during their last budget planning and stuff like that, they cut the budgeting from the DC police. And so they were short police in order to provide some type of care. And this is where it got us. More people dying.
Como vivienda, medicamento, hospitales no hacen sentir seguros.
I don't get it, guys.
No la policía.
This so-called crime crisis manufactured by this orange man and this administration,
Esta administración ha hecho cuentos de crímenes.
is nothing more than justification for sending armed troops and federal agents into our neighborhoods and spreading harmful lies about our people and our youth.
Shame. Esta narrativa, estas mentiras, tácticas para justificar el sufrimiento que quieren traer a nuestras comunidades.
If that's the case, then why is it that the mayor agreed that the federal troops coming in did bring down crime significantly, bring down theft, bring down car theft, bring down all these store thefts, bring down everything that's normally done by the youth? Your mayor said that. So your mayor is lying? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's not making sense, guys. It's not making sense. I don't know.
Black people are being stopped, frisked, and kidnapped at alarming rates.
Nuestra gente negra está siendo raptada,
Kidnapped?
está siendo acosada, está siendo brutalizada
Kidnapped?
en unos números tan grandes.
Our youth are being forced to comply with a curfew.
Yeah.
We know this curfew is not about safety.
That's right.
It's about mechanizing design with the hope that young people.
Curfew is always about safety because the youth are crazy. They're ridiculous. They have no discipline. They have no home training. This is the youth. This is the same thing that happens over here in Georgia. They have curfews. There's a mall, Stonecrest Mall in DeKalb County, where they have a curfew to which the kids cannot come inside the mall unless they are chaperoned with an adult. Why? Because when kids are by themselves, they cause problems. And people literally just want to go to the mall to buy what they want to buy and leave. That is it. They don't want to deal with no issues, and it happens a lot. So when the curfew is put in place, it's because there's issues going on at night, in which kids do things at night because it's easier to hide and easier to get away. Kidnapping? Where? Show me the proof that there's kidnapping. What is kidnapping to you that they're kidnapping people? Give me the names of people that's being kidnapped. What is? Oh my gosh. Guys, help me understand, please. Please put in the comment section. This isn't a matter of just being left and right. This is just a matter of hearing information and making sense of it. And right now, it's not making sense. I need somebody to help me make sense of it because I'm not getting it. I'm just not.
We'll break this law and get jailed and caged.
Sabemos que esta táctica para limitar las horas que estamos en la calle es una táctica para directamente atacar a nuestros jóvenes. Y cuando los jóvenes resisten,
what are we saying?
DC is the most heavily policed city in the country.
Lies. They literally just dropped their police force 2-3 years ago by a lot. And now they're understaffed. They literally just saying that they're understaffed. Oh my gosh.
En todo el país, DC es la ciudad que tiene masivamente la policía.
And 90% of the people that's in jail are black people.
Y el 90%
I wonder why. If I live in a white community where it's vast majority white, and I just happen to be the one black person that's in the white community, and I don't do any crimes, I would expect the majority of the people in jail to be white. If the majority of the people in your community is black, then of course your jails is going to be majority black. I don't know.
Que están en las cárceles son personas negras.
This not by coincidence.
Esto no es coincidencia.
You're right.
This is policy.
Estas son políticas.
This is oppression in design.
Esta es opresión en diseño.
We know the carceral state has never kept us safe.
Nosotros sabemos que este país nunca nos ha mantenido seguros.
These systems was built to confine and oppress black bodies in service to capitalism and the white supremacy agenda.
I know I keep stopping. I'm just going to say this really quickly. I don't care if I was living somewhere where there was heavy crime. Again, I'm going to say this again. If I was living somewhere where there was heavy crime, where I was hearing gunshots every once in a while, where every other day there's somebody that's getting stuck up and getting robbed and all that stuff. And then there were troops that came in, even if it wasn't because the general idea was because to save the black people, and it was because somebody that worked in your office who just so happened to be white got mugged, and you're like, this is the last straw. Even if it's because of that, the fact that the black people benefit from not having to deal with the crime, the murders, and the theft, again, I don't see a problem. If you're not the one committing the crimes. All this is honestly, now I'm thinking about it, all this is just sounding to me that we're enabling these children to be able to do whatever it is that they want. This is exactly what I'm seeing. So this is what happens with the school system. So as you guys know, I used to work for some of you may know that I used to work for the school system, and the way that parents are nowadays, it's back in my day, which is crazy that I'm able to say that. Back in my day, when I was in grade school, if my mom got a call from the school, it was, what did he do? Nowadays, if the school calls the parent says, what did you do to my kid? And it's happened plenty of times. So this is the enablement and just the allowing of the kids to do whatever the heck that is that they're doing, because they don't want to discipline their kids and they're just being kids. Or this is just the way that they want things to go. This is just enablement of the kids' behaviors. That's my conclusion. The community is just enabling for the kids to do whatever it is that they're doing. Because you cannot tell me that this is a problem for you if you're not doing absolutely anything wrong. If everybody in the community is not doing absolutely anything wrong, then why is this a problem for you? What freedom are we taking?
Their end goal is to create an authoritarian and fascism
Oh
country.
my gosh.
Su ego es crear un país de odio.
This is not what democracy look like.
Eso no es lo que dice la democracia.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Makai, and I am from one of the targeted neighborhoods located in Southeast DC.
Okay.
Buenas tardes.
Okay. So you actually live in a neighborhood. Okay. Listen.
These federal agents have been coming around my community several times a day for about a few weeks now.
Estos agentes federales están circulando mi comunidad por varias horas, por varias semanas.
Sending dozens of federal agents into low-income neighborhoods isn't doing anything but causing pure chaos, both inside and outside of the community.
Mandando agentes federales, lo único que está haciendo es causando terror adentro y afuera de nuestras comunidades.
It makes me feel as if they are treating us as if we are wild animals with their choice of tactics.
Kids act like wild animals. Yes. Banshees at that. Yes. Kids are out here, they wilding, bro. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand until you work in the school system how ridiculous kids are being nowadays. It's absurd, especially if you're going to a majority minority school, as in majority Black and majority Hispanic school. If you work at that type of school system, bro, it's oh man.
Con las tácticas que han utilizado me hacen sentir como si nosotros somos animales.
These federal agents, masked up in unmarked cars with out-of-state license plates, literally blitzing these neighborhoods is just pure scary.
Esos agentes federales enmascarados en carros que no están marcados.
If they're trying to come into dangerous neighborhoods or quote-unquote violent neighborhoods, how is their approach appropriate in any way, shape, or form?
Well, the thing about that is, and this is just a good point. When you have guys that are doing their job, and it's a job that majority of the population that they're in, or the environment that they're in, don't approve for, when they have a visual of who you are, you become a target. Your family becomes a target. So they do this in order to protect themselves, because they know that they are now doing a job that a lot of people aren't going to like. And as we've seen in the news, there's a lot of crazies going on out there that are doing harmful things to people because they're high in their emotions because of what's going on. So to protect themselves, they have to keep themselves hidden because they still have a job to do. Now, you can fight me on whether this is right or this is wrong, but this is where we're at right now. At the end of the day, based off of what he's saying, I can understand that it's scary, but if that's the case, then it's your parent's job. It's your parent's job to sit you down and say, hey, it's crazy out there. There are troops that are outside because they think, if it actually is, that our neighborhood is unsafe. So I don't know what you do when you're outside. Don't do anything dumb. Don't do anything that's going to get you arrested. Don't do anything criminal. Don't even act like you're doing anything criminal. Just live like a regular citizen, a regular human being. Go to school, come home. You're playing with your friends. Don't get into anything mischievous, because white or Black, that will get you arrested. Easy. So, but that's the parents' job to do. It's the parents' job to do that. Yet I don't see it happening.
I have seen these agents pull up in cars marked with ride stickers such as Uber and Lyft, and scope out my neighborhood before they blitz with artillery so heavy it could rip through houses.
He sido testigo de estos agentes sacar a personas de Ubers y de Lyfts, y también estar tan armados que pueden estallar tantas casas.
One day, I was just getting home from work when I seen the DEA, ATF, FBI, and MPD come into my neighborhood and start harassing a Black man for sharing a seat with somebody, fully violating his Fourth Amendment.
Sharing a seat?
Cars marked with ride stickers such as Uber and Lyft, and scope out my neighborhood before they blitz with artillery so heavy it could rip through houses. One day, I was just getting home from work when I seen the DEA, ATF, FBI, and MPD come into my neighborhood and start harassing a Black man for sharing a seat with somebody, fully violating his Fourth Amendment.
I need video proof. That doesn't make sense. What you're saying doesn't make sense, bro. It doesn't make sense.
I've also seen them ambush my neighborhoods coming from side gates, and so many cars, the line stretches beyond the parking lot.
He también sido testigo de las diferentes.
Did I freeze? Oh, still going. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess it ended. Okay. Oh my gosh. That was interesting. Guys, I think I've said enough. There really isn't much else for me to say in regards to this. These are people that live in DC, Hispanics, and what seems to be illegal migrants, or these people are fighting for the illegal migrants. The illegal migrants and the Black community not wanting. It's just the federal troops and ICE coming out, and they don't like it. I've said what I said about the illegal migrants, and I said what I said about the Black community. And we've seen proof. We've seen proof of the people of the city asking for federal help 2 years ago and asking for more assistance 3 years ago, even last year. And now all of a sudden, we just don't need help anymore. We don't need no assistance. Is that crime just drops just like that? That's that. Let me actually pull up, like I said I was, because this is infuriating that this is happening. So mind you, right now it's Saturday. I may have this up Sunday or probably Sunday, hopefully. This video actually. Let's see. So there's another video. This is by ABC 7 News Washington. This is the statistics that they had. DC crime crackdown during Trump's takeover. 1,761 arrests within a month. 92 arrests in just one night. Why are they arresting people in one night? Explain to me. Are they wrongfully arresting people in one night? 195 illegal firearms seized. Unless this is fabricated, unless the FBI, the ATF, or whoever, ICE, just so happen to grab a whole bunch of firearms with their gloves that don't leave fingerprints, and then they just throw them on the street, and then they just tell their troops to come around this block, and then it's like, oh, hey, we got guns here. Let's go ahead and bring... Unless it's that, you're telling me that we're not okay with them getting these guns off the street? The illegal guns that is more than likely the ones that's killing the people that's committing all these homicides throughout the city of DC. You're not okay with the fact that they got 195 illegal firearms removed from the city. You're not okay with that? You're not okay that they managed to make 92 arrests? It doesn't matter how big or how small. If you're going outside and you're stealing from a store, as we've seen in the videos, clearly that the youngins are going out and stealing from the stores and stealing from people. You're not okay that there's 92 arrests to help get rid of those that are constantly committing these crimes. You're not okay that over the course of a month that they've made this many arrests. I'm surprised that the number is this high. And the crazy thing is, when I'm thinking about it and I'm trying to get on both sides, they're talking about how bad DC is. Yo, literally, I'm on TikTok. I managed to get the algorithm just fixated right enough. I know the proper search terms so that I'm able to see both sides. I'm able to see one side of people that's saying DC is absolutely fine. Or I'm able to see one side where they're saying that DC is clear. There's nothing going on. I can hear the birds chirping, and I'm glad that the police are here. And I'm also seeing videos where people are like, oh my gosh, DC, the Trump takeover is getting ridiculous. They're taking our freedom, this, that, and the third. You know what's crazy? The ones that say that DC it's safer, the ones that say that they're glad that Trump came, they are actually outside the place in which was unsafe for them. They're outside providing proof of what they're saying. Guys literally just walking around and then there's nothing going on. This lady that's driving around and she says, I'm glad I'm not hearing gunshots fired every day. I'm glad that Trump came and took over DC with the federal. And again, not being a Trumpy, but this is what he's doing. So I'm referring to him. There are people that are actually outside and saying they're glad because it's clear and they have nothing to worry about. But when I go to the flip side, the people that are upset, the people that are saying they're taking our freedoms and stuff like that, where are they at? Inside. They're not providing any type of truth. They're not providing any type of proof. that there's issues with the Trumps going on. I literally, as we were watching this video, I'm literally going down TikTok and trying to see what's going on, typing in federal troops in DC. And I'm seeing one person talking about they're taking our freedom. Trump, we don't need Trump to come in DC. But these are people that are inside in their houses making these videos. But I did see a video of black kids chilling with the troops, chilling, absolutely doing nothing wrong, chilling with the troops. And you're telling me that we didn't need them here? I don't know, y'all. Make it make sense to me, please. I'm sitting here looking, and you know what the weird thing about it is? I went to TikTok to see what I can find. Is because before you can see all types of body cams when it comes to police, especially with the police videos, how normal citizens will just sit here and try to record everything when somebody's getting arrested and saying, oh my gosh, this is the police. They're out here just trying to arrest us. When, mind you, they don't even know the full story of exactly what was going on, except all they caught was just a snippet of the police roulette. I'm looking for that, but I don't see it. I don't see it. Somebody show me it. Provide it to me. Send it to my IG. Send it to my TikTok. I will do a video and say, oh, this is what they're doing in DC. But I'm seeing a lot of videos of a calm DC, a clear DC because the troops are there and people being glad that the troops are there to make DC safer, or at least for the time being. Getting rid of these guns, getting rid of all of these crimes committed by the minors, these homicides that was always going off in DC that's just not happening anymore. That's just my take on it, y'all. I don't mean to get upset. It's just that when we're talking about people's lives, and I'm going to talk about Chicago next in another video because that's also upsetting. But when we're talking about people's lives, why are we making it seem like people aren't dying? Why are we making it seem like people's sanities isn't being confiscated? Why would I not want my kids to be able to play outside and not have to worry about them getting shot? If this is what it took for the mayor to finally do something, to say something, and for stuff to get done, do it. I don't see the problem. If the people that are supposed to be in power have the power to do something about it and they don't, then have somebody that's in higher power to do it, or have somebody else do it. Then that person that's supposed to be in power is either going to cooperate with this new power that's trying to make things right, or they're just going to try and combat it. Thankfully, the mayor is in understanding. Does she like that this happened? No, of course not, because that shows that you don't know what you're doing, that you can't control your city. Of course, in politics, they're not going to like that. But at the end of the day, when you see that your city is doing better, I think has to be a realization and an agreement that we do need a heavy change. I don't know. But again, I don't live in DC. I'm just going off of what I see and what I hear. This is seeming like this is something that needed to be done more than something that justifiably needed to be done, more than it didn't need it to be done. Those that say that it didn't need it to be done, not providing the proof. They're not providing the proof. But y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. This was triggering. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Take it easy. Peace.